Off we go from Denver. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield down. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Anthony. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down, Anthony. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd and 2, Anthony. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm thinking about being able to use the backside of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again, Anthony. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Hall to start the drive. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Keenan Allen, 40 yards. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw. Anthony. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Anthony. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Anthony drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Anthony. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Give to Hall running right. They find some open field here. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. On first down, right back to Hall. He juked him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Jets.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And right side, they're going to go option here. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 67 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They'll try to run with Hall. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create, and if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll look to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
first down. Anthony. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
In motion goes the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Looking to throw. Anthony. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Anthony. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Here we go.
On 4th down, Anthony. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th, and the Jets are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. He finds Wilson, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Down to about the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself not just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
On 1st and 10, Anthony. And it's intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play fake. Mayfield. Looking deep downfield.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Anthony. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off play action. Anthony. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Fourth down, Mayfield. It's complete. So
Ball has it knocked loose.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Straight ahead is Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Hall again on 2nd down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And a completion to Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Throwing on first down, Anthony.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Complete to number 82. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Anthony.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Alvin Kamara from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. They'll start on the ground. Hall. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 2nd down, Anthony. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler, 48 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A handoff for Hall. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they're always posted in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Johnson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Throwing to start the drive. Anthony. A familiar sight. Kamara brings in another. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On first down, Anthony. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Anthony. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Anthony. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hall again on 2nd down. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's a give to Hall. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw on 3rd down, Anthony. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good.